So we're going to do multiplication and division here. This is for elementary school. Stay tuned if you want to. So let's take a look. If you see something here, you ought to see 3 here and 3 here. You see 2 here, but you see 2 over here. Over here, this 2 is called the quotient. And what's going on with the quotient? Well, what's happening is because it is the quotient, it means it's the answer to a division problem. This is called a product. And this means this is what 3 times 2 produces. If you see that root word, it's the product because it is the answer to multiplication. So I'm going to draw an arrow here. And I'm going to draw another arrow here, so it's the answer to division. That way I don't have to draw this A. Or write this right answer. Okay, so 3 times 2 is 6. But over here, 6, and this is written like this, 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So if you look at these numbers, you can see that they kind of play around with each other. And as they play around with each other, okay, they all change around. When I say play, I mean like playing catch. 3 times 2 is 6. So 6, the product, he took the ball. Like let's say you're playing football. He took the ball. Now he's going to throw it to the quarterback so he can divide something, and he's going to throw it to 6. Number 6 is going to throw it to 3 so he can get 2. You can also think of it this way. If you have 6 eggs but 3 people need to eat them, what are you going to do? You're going to have to give each person how many eggs? 2 eggs. That's all this is. If you wanted to get 6 people over here to eat eggs, but you only had 3, you'd have to go get 2 more people to bring 1 egg. So your mind has to start thinking about what's going on in this situation and try to make it real world. Okay, so here's the same thing. You have a 6 here, you have a 6 here, you have a 3 here. You kept the 3 in the same space, but here's the difference. Your 18 is the product. And this is writing down so I don't roll over this. I'm going to go ahead and write this over here too. Product. Okay? 6 times 3 is 18. That's what that means. 6 multiplied by 3 is 18. That's what that means. So that's your product. Now, 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So if you look at it, when you multiply 6 3 times, you get 18. But when you divide 18 3 times, you get 6. So let's take a look at what this would look like on the next page. Okay, by the way, these photos belong in common terms. So look, let's count here, see how many eggs we have. So we have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, 5 here, 6 here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so now let's say we wanted to get 18. So this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's 18 eggs. Now, we're going to divide them. We're going to take these 6 and multiply them by 3. And you're going to see that that's going to be the same as 18. So hold on, let's go to the next slide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 6 in each packet. Sorry about that. Your teachers tell you to write better. I'm not doing such a great job. So that's 6, 6, and 6. So that's 6 times 3 is 18, right? Because 6 3 times. So should we count behind ourselves to make sure that that's what it is? Well, absolutely. Absolutely, that's what we should do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to put a 10 here. We know we started off at 1 here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, yes, yes. 17, and here's 18. Now, here's the other thing. What if we took 18 and divided it by 3? How would we get 6? Well, that's easy. What if you wanted to have 3 groups of eggs? This is how you look at this. 3 groups of eggs so that you'd have 6 in each carton, but you had 18. So you had 18 eggs total. And then you took 3 groups, and each group had to have 6. 6 eggs in each group. This is how your mind has to think, and this is exactly what happened. So now, you're doing okay. If you can just think about the concept. So when we multiplied, across we got 6 times 3. So 6 eggs in each carton. 6 cartons, 6 eggs, sorry about that. 6 eggs in each carton. And you had 3 cartons, sorry about this, guys. 6 eggs. 6 eggs. Six eggs, 3 cartons, gave you 18 eggs. But if you divided it, because you needed 3 groups, you needed 6 eggs in each group. But if you multiply, said, hey guys, I have a group of 6 eggs here, but I need a total of 18 because I have 18 friends, then you'd have to go 6 times 3. Say, how many groups of 6 would I get to get 3? And again, it's the same 3 groups. Only here you're increasing, and here you're kind of like separating. Think of division as separating things. When you get into high school, it'll make more sense if you think of it that way now. Okay? So let's go on. Now, I started here. You have a 5 here. You know that 5 plus 5 is 10, right? And you should know that 10 plus 5 is 15. But what does that have to do with anything when you're multiplying and dividing? Well, for instance, if you take 10, it's very common, and you divide it 2 times, you get 5. So this is the way your mind has to think. Also, if you take 5, or let's say, and you multiply it by 2, you get 10. So if you asked your father to give you $5 2 times, you'd have $10. If you had $10 and 2 friends said, give me 5, you'd have 0 left. But let's say you had 10 and you wanted to go to the movies twice and it cost you $5 each time, that's what would happen. You'd have to pay $5 each time. So you're going times 2 equals 10, but 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So you've got to see these relationships in between the numbers. And if you can see the relationships in between the numbers, you have nothing to worry about. If you can remember that 5 plus 5 equals 10, what is this? 5 times 5 is 10. 2 times, you saw 5. See how you can look at it? 2 times. 1 here, 1 here. 5 times 2 is 10. All right, So think about that, and then we'll come back next week with something else to make you think about the concept of multiplying and dividing. Thanks for watching with Jacobit's Learning Group.